If you're looking for a really good, affordable sports watch with a super cool design and a great spec sheet, I think I've got a really good option for you guys today. Last year, I ended up picking up this Casio Beside. I think I paid $50 or $60 for it, and I was completely blown away by the watch, considering the cost. Ever since then, Casio's been a little more on my radar than normal, and the other day I picked up this super slim Casio Edifice. This watch, if you're looking for a great bang for buck watch, I think is one that's really tough to beat. So I've been thinking of pulling the trigger on an Oceanus, and I probably will at some point, but I keep circling back to some of the more affordable Casios from the Edifice line lately. There's quite a few really nice looking ones, but I had to give this particular one a try. The fact that you're getting Sapphire for under $100 drew me in at first, and that's awesome, but the whole design is just really well done for the cost. When you first get one of these in hand, at least for me, I instantly was looking at it from the side profile. It is insanely thin at only about 8.5 millimeters. Once I got past that, I started noticing the details, and there's a lot for a watch like this, from the case and bezel right down to the dial. The dial I thought was just a matte black from the pictures I'd seen, but there's a texture to it. I guess you'd describe it as a brushed finish, and it looks really good with the vertically brushed bezel. One of my favorite little details is the teal markers at the 3, 6, 9, and 12, matching the second hand and the text saying Sapphire on the dial. It gives it a bit of a fun, sporty flair. Over at the 3 is the date. The handset's pretty nice, decent size and length for good legibility. One downside with the watch is the loom. It's only loomed on the hands, and it's not overly bright or long lasting, but considering the cost, it gets a pass from me. The watch comes in at a case width of just under 41 millimeters. Lug to lug is about 47.5 millimeters. The lug opening is 20, and again, that thickness is only 8.5 millimeters. The water resist is 100 meters. The crystal is sapphire, which is excellent for a watch in this price range, and according to the Casio site, they actually have an AR coating on it. It's not as good as some of the AR coatings I've had on other watches, but it does reduce that glare. The case has a lot going on, lots of nice little angles, decent finish work, especially the brushwork on the bezel. The screws are pretty much there for looks only. I figured they were just a part of the bezel, and I can't tell for sure even under the macro lens, but I put a screwdriver to one, gave it a little pressure, and I'm pretty positive they're fixed and for looks only. The bracelet is pretty much what I'd expect for a $100 watch. It's quite jingly and cheaply made, although it does feel fine on wrist. The clasp is signed. It's a little bit on the flimsy side, but if it's not for you, I've tried this on a few different straps and it wears well on lots of strap pairings. So overall, if you're in the market for a really good affordable option, I can't recommend this enough. It's a total steal at this price and is one of the better sub $100 watches I've tried. I think right now on Amazon they're right around $100. I have seen them down around the $60 mark, and I think even less than that at one point in time, but looks good, wears great, especially with that thinness, and is just a fun watch to wear. So that's it, guys. Just a quick look today. Appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.